My dad's always, I guess he had an Eastern European sort of upbringing, and he's had a very strong sense of providing for us and giving us the best opportunity. And that's definitely came through, and for him sacrificing for many years and traveling around, and then eventually coming here to a country that's completely foreign. I mean, luckily Dad could speak the language, but setting up a home where he could have easily stayed in an environment where he was more comfortable, but he knew that that wasn't, so for them to see that sacrifice, didn't really put pressure on me, but it gave me an understanding. Okay, well, they're really doing this for us in the long term. So, and my dad gave me a lot of guidance through a lot of things. Didn't push me to the sport. I always had a really strong sense of, I don't know where it came from, like it's this drive and purpose in sport, and they just, all they had to do is facilitate. They just had to drive me to training and pick me up, and Mum would make my breakfast, or they, when I decided to move out of home at the age of 16, they packed up the car and drove me up Hume Highway to Canberra, and so I think and for me to see my mum crying at that point because I was 16, moving out of home, and for them they've moved out here, and then they're losing their son a couple of years later. So seeing that journey for them probably made me realise that I think eventually your kids will appreciate it, and I do. I probably don't have like a relationship with my dad where we're mates, very very close mates, where we chat a lot, but it's in terms of, he's always given me guidance, but it's been quite structured, and that's probably more just from his upbringing. So I mean, I've spent the majority of my life in this country, and I'm probably a little bit more relaxed, and slightly probably different methods to him, but I can see how important it was for migrant parents to provide for a better future for the kids. So that's probably the biggest example, not just from my dad, but also from my mum.